right? What do we need for catheter care? What supplies do I need?
Alcohol, towel.
We're not emptying it, we're cleaning the catheter. You're on the right track, but we're cleaning, or just cleaning the catheter now. So bath blanket,
absorbent pad, dry towel.
I didn't do my
What's them called?
washcloth.
That's four.
Three.
So 3 washcloths.
Wait, so we
I need 4.
Um,
I'm losing.
I told you.
I know.
I knew it was 4.
You recorded?
She's recording me. Okay, so I've got all my supplies, right? And I'm not gonna carry them against me. I'm carrying them away from me. Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Allie. So I'm gonna knock on my door and tell my patient, hello, I'm Ashley. I'm gonna clean your catheter today. Right, I'm gonna set my supplies down. Okay? And I brought my linen in, but what else do I need to bring in with me? Or what else do I need to get ready?
A hamper.
I need my hamper.
no longer.
What am I gonna clean with?
Oh, look.
A wash basin. Maybe my wash basin. And my temperature should be
Cool.
Warm. It's
Cool.
warm.
Okay, if I'm gonna wash you guys, what kind of temperature do you want?
Warm.
Hot.
Yeah, I like hot water.
I like hot water.
Y'all want to be steamed?
Nah, bro,
I like it.
Like some broccoli.
Remember, elderly people's skin is more sensitive, so you can't wash them with the hot water as much as we like.
Yeah, we're gonna do warm. And I grabbed soap as well. Okay, so I've come in, I've explained to my patient what I'm gonna do. I've knocked on the door, right? I gathered all my supplies, which is my linens, my bath basin, my warm water, and soap. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, right? We're gonna put on gloves. Maybe we're gonna put on gloves. Pull a curtain for privacy. These are small ones. I'm out of mediums over here. Always lock our bed to make sure it's safe. And we always bring up our rails because I'm gonna bring the bed up, right? So bed up, rails up. You're gonna do it on the mannequin, you're not gonna do it on a real person. It'll be the mannequin. And it'll be a full mannequin, it won't be my little half one that we had out last year. It'll be a full body mannequin that you guys will do it on, okay? So I only use half of this bath blanket because I just want to expose where I'm gonna get to the catheter at, right? So we just have open, lift up his gown a little, and we would just keep the regular bath blankets covering his legs, or her legs, and then our bath blankets covering the top half, okay? Because we want to keep the patient as covered as possible for privacy. Then, I can keep them covered really while I'm doing this, but I'm going to have them turn over so we can put the absorbent pad under them. Right, so my patient's going to hold himself up a little. And which side goes down?
The blue.
I feel like you guys missed that up the most. It's got blue going down. And if my catheter falls out, just slide it back in there because they don't stay in the greatest. Okay, so we have that underneath them. And we're gonna expose them. So, washcloths. My first one, I'm gonna get it wet, okay? Now I'm going to explain to you guys one thing here. So we've already done the skill perineal care, which was cleaning the vagina, right? Mm-hmm. This is catheter care. So what are we cleaning?
The catheter.
The catheter. We're not cleaning the vagina, right? This is where everybody gets a little mixed up because you want to clean the vagina, and you will in real life, but for this skill, you are only cleaning this tubing right here. That is it. Don't worry about the vagina. It's squeaky clean. It's brand new. Nothing's wrong with it, okay? So I know what you're saying, but we're not cleaning that right now. So I'm gonna put my soap on my washcloth. Right, get it nice and ready. And then you remember our four squares?
But how the soap not on that part?
I dropped it all in there, Tamina. You want me to put it over here this way for you? Yeah, this way. Rub it all in there, okay?
Let's see.
It seems, I know.
Yeast infection?
Well, we're trying to avoid all of that. So,
Put soap on it, put it in there.
well, we're not putting it in the vagina, we're just putting it at the tube here. Okay? So, our 4 corners, right? And I always use the flip sides because that's the sides I'm gonna move. So, if you guys wanna come closer so you all can see my tubing, I wanna make sure you all can see it. Slip it out of the way. So, you don't wanna tug on the catheter, right? Because there's a balloon inside of there, so we don't want it to be tugged. At some point, you need to check your catheter to make sure it doesn't have any kinks and that the urine is flowing beautifully out of it, right? Okay. So with our first swipe, do you guys remember from last year what we're doing?
Yeah. No.
So most of you did the motion, right? We're coming on one side of the catheter and just the catheter. With my index finger, I'm pushing on that corner and cleaning from the top of the catheter down the side of it to the very bottom in like a half C motion, right? So if it was a clock, it would be, on my side, it would be the 12, 9, and 6 positions.
12, 6, 9.
12, 6, 9, right? So 12, 6, 9 down one swipe. Then I'm gonna move that one out of the way and I'm gonna do the next part of my cloth, okay? And I go to the other side, right, and do the other half moon, see? Or it's 12, 3, 6 down the other side. And you'll see my thumb and my index finger on my other hand moved both ways to hold the catheter so I wasn't tugging on it and pulling. Then what do I do with my last one? That's where I'm gonna go how many inches away?
3 to 4.
What's it say?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. I'm just questioning you. So 3 to 4 inches away, right? And you always go from the urethra away. And that would really be all you have to do, but I like to use my 4th corner so I don't get confused, and I do the 3 to 6 inches away again so that I know I've done it. Okay, that's with the soap. And then you put it in the hamper. I forgot my hamper, so I'm gonna put it there. Okay, grab it a minute. So I've used soap, now I gotta do what? Rinse. Do I do it the exact same way?
Yeah.
Okay, so I make sure I have my corners. Now you guys tell me, what's my first motion?
12, 6, 9.
12, 6, 9. I mean, you can do either side, but I always do closest to me, so I remember. So that's my first swipe, and I'm gonna switch my corner. We're gonna go down the other side. Same C, right? 12, 3, 6. And then what do I do?
3 to 4 inches.
3 to 4 inches away without tugging, and you saw I'm holding it so that way I'm not pulling it out. And then I do it again. Okay? And then it goes in the hamper. Then we just gonna dry it any way we want? Pat dry. So kind of do both sides. Make sure I do the same thing again on both sides so I get the whole thing. And I move inches away. Okay? Then what's my red book say? Am I done?
No.
You guys sure?
Replace top
Always clean.
So what's my bold points in this?
With
Well,
one
scale.
hand, hold the catheter near the urethra, but front tugging, and then always
Kinks is
clean,
no.
rinse, and pat dry.
Huh? Read them again, Tavina. What were the bold points in this?
With one hand, hold catheter near the urethra to prevent tugging, and then the other one was always clean, rinse, and pat dry in duration away from the urethra.
Okay. So you shouldn't be cleaning back towards, right? It's always away from, because we want to keep infection out of here. Okay? And then the other one was that I'm not tugging on this thing and causing any damage in their urethra. I think those are the only 2 bold points in this skill. Yeah? Everybody remembers that kind of? Am I supposed to clean the backside, Tafina?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was asking you to read. See, my
I see
catheter
that.
fell out.
Yeah, it doesn't say it in the red
Yeah.
book.
It doesn't say it in the red book. I don't think so, but
So we're not supposed to do it?
no. So you just clean the front. But that's what I was asking her to look at because
Oh.
perineal care we do, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted you guys to know the difference in the 2 of them. So
So
I'm
we
gonna
only need 2 towels?
I'm gonna 3, 2 washcloths and a towel. But so now that I'm done cleaning, and my catheter is gonna keep falling out on me. I'm gonna roll this up, right? Because I don't want it. I want to pull it out from my patient. roll him over my big bump. Let everything out. All that's gonna go in my hamper. Pretend my hamper's there, you guys. I'll get it out here in a second. Put this back. Maybe. Fix his gown. Put him all up. Oh, okay. What did I hit?
No, you just put the trash can.
So I'm gonna put his bag back down in low position, put his rails back down. I'm gonna open up my curtain that I finished, right? Take my gloves off and wash my hands in here. Make sure he's comfortable, give him his call light. Then you have to take all your supplies back to the sink, wash, rinse, and dry them out and put them away.